morning, Wolfpack. Lovely to see you again. We've had some pretty crappy weather the last few days, but it looks like it's improving a little bit for the rest of the week. And I understand that it's also going to go a little bit haywire on the weekend again. So if we end up not doing a long ride, I'm actually giving some thought to a Zwift ride because new maps have been released in Zwift, including Paris and France, and that's one of my favourite places in the world. So we will have commitments that we can't avoid in the morning, but if there is going to be a Zwift ride, we'll do it later in the afternoon, maybe just a little, like an hour roll around. But that's all weather dependent, etc. and so on. So anyway, today's workout is going to be a strength workout, a lot of upper body focus today. That said, well, in saying that, what you will need today is one sort of heavy-ish weight. So if you've got, I'm going to use a 2 kilo weight because I'm a little bit wussy. If you're stronger, use something stronger. If you're not quite so strong, feel free to use something a little bit lighter. If you've got a kettlebell or a medicine ball, any of those things will be fine. Tin of beans, if you've got nothing else sort of laying around. You will also need a pair of something. I'm going to use a pair of 1 kilo weights. Same again, go heavier, go lighter, use some cans if that's all you've got laying around the house. Okay, so let's crack on. That's all you're going to need though today. Alright, so what we're going to do, we'll start just in standing, just get a little bit of blood moving through the body, and just some little squats. Nothing too fancy. Do whatever you like with your hands, stick them on your hips. When you're doing squats like this, try and make sure that you've got a couple of things going on. First of all is that your weight is evenly distributed between both of your feet. I've started saying this at this precise moment because I noticed that I was a little bit unbalanced myself. So weight through both feet is the first thing. Second thing is weight is evenly distributed between the heel and the toes, or the balls of the feet. And then pay attention to what your knees are doing. So you want them just to be going down nice and straight, no sort of funny valgus or varus, nothing weird. A lot of people have some dynamic valgus, so that's when your knee sort of drops into the centre. So if you do find that you do that, be really conscious of that knee moving inward. And pay attention to making sure it doesn't. So go into a wide squat now. Toes just sort of pointed out to a little bit of a 45-degree angle. Even weight balance again. Try and keep your chest lifted so you're not bending at the hips. Bending through the knees, and again, knees going out nice and straight in line with the toes. Do a couple more of those, and then shift your weight over onto one foot and lift the heel of the opposite foot. And keep going with the squats. And we're just trying to warm up, that's all. And at the same time, get a little bit of motor control patterning going if you're a bit lacking somewhere. Drop that heel and lift the other one. And then, just stop for a minute, lift both heels. And go again, just a little bit harder. It's a bit of a balance challenge as well, which all of us can do with. 3, 2, 1. Drop the heels. Give it a little bit of a shake out. I'm warm already. Okay. So, feet wide. Take your arm. You can actually do whatever you like with your arms. You're going to be doing a lot of arm work, so probably don't keep them stretched out. Just stick them on your hips. And just have a little bit of a twist in both directions. It's warming up through your back. A bit through your knees and your ankles. Where it's moving. Come back to centre. Take the feet just a touch wider. Just reach overhead. Nothing fancy. Two more each way. And we're done there. Alright, come to the back of your mat or any place where you've just got a nice bit of space in front of you. I'm just going to roll down, so drop your chin to your chest. Curve through the back of your shirt. Roll down your hands towards your feet. And then come back up, nice and slowly. Chin comes off your chest last. Head comes up. Do that again. We'll do 5 of these all together. Each time, just try to get your hands a little bit lower to the floor as your muscles start to warm up. Chin to chest, nice round shape through the top of your shirt. To your belly button. A little dangle there. And back up. We've got 2 more. See if you can get your hands flat to the floor on the last one. Not sure I will today. If you can't, bend your knees though. So when we get down there, we're going to walk our hands out in front of us. Bend the knees. And then walk out. Get yourself into the pike position so you look like a little bit of a V. Okay, so just rock forward onto your toes. Back and try and get your heels to the ground. Toes. Heels. So while you're doing this, you're getting some activity through your wrists, through your shoulders, through your toes, through your ankles. Stretching the calves. Hips shouldn't move though. Should stay about the same spot. And then come back, heels down toward the mat. Bend one knee. Straighten out the other leg a bit further, and then switch over, and switch, and switch. Just keep pedaling the feet there, deepening the stretch through the back of the straight leg. Drop your knees down. Come off your wrists there for a second. Give them a little bit of a roll out. When you're ready, come back up up into that V shape, that pike, and then just rock forward into a plank so your back is nice and straight, and then back into the pike. To plank, and then just keep rocking there. Three more. Last one. Hold that plank there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees. Sit back on your heels. Come off your wrists. Now, come to your knees into like a kneeling plank. You can go up onto your toes if you want more of a challenge today. I'm just going to stay on my knees for this next bit. So come into your plank shape again, and then drop your waistband to the floor, look up to the ceiling, and then come back to that plank shape. And then waistband to the floor, eyes to the sky, back to plank. Don't go too far back, don't rock too far, just to plank. Drop the hips, back to the plank. Just keep going there. Last one. Rock back off your wrists. You can either go into child's pose if that feels nice for you, or come off the wrist completely. Alright, now the fun begins. I'm going to see how I go with the heavier weight for both of these exercises. I might swap in between, we'll see. Feel free to do the same. If you need to, start lighter, do whatever makes you feel good today. So come into like a half kneeling position. One knee on the floor, knee at 90 degrees, other knee at 90 with your foot on the floor, hand on your hip. And then take your weight out. Oh, I think I may have overestimated my abilities here. And then drop your weight down to the floor, and then come back out like you're drawing a sword out of a sheath. Put the sword away, draw it out again. Do 5 more. Two, 1, and then take your weight into both hands, and then we're just going to do a halo around your head, because we're all perfect triathletes, deserve halos. Five more circles. Whew. And swap sides. Okay, put your sword away. 5 more. Last one. Oh, leave your leg up. Both hands, and we'll halo it, but in the other direction this time. Three more. 2, 1, and done. Okay. Put that down, put that heavier weight down. Oh, give yourself a little bit of rest, give it a shake out. Get your lighter weights this time. Alright, now we're just going to be in high kneeling, so both knees on the ground and sitting up high. We're just going to do a forward row. Actually, I'll show you sort of on a diagonal. So get your hands into your armpits and open up through your chest. Nice big chest while you're in at your armpits. And then curl yourself forward, drop your chin to your chest as you punch out. And then come back in to your armpits, chest nice and open. Curve through the back of your shirt when you punch out, and back up tall. Keep going like that. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's put the weights down, a little stretch. Now take the weights down beside your hip, put a little bit of a bend in the arm, so completely straight, 90 degrees, a bit more than halfway between those two things, just small bend, and lift and lower. So just take the weights up to horizontal, keep the shape of the arm, lift and lower. I'll do 5 more. 3, 2, 1. Now take both of them up behind your head. So glue your elbows to your ears, lift and lower. You don't want to see your arms while you're doing this, and you don't want to put your wings out. Just keep them in nice and tight. Lift and lower. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring the weights, bring your arm to 90 and locked in tight to your body, both sides. Now we're just going to open like a book. quite an important exercise for scapular control, or your whole rotator cuff actually. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get off your knees for a little bit. Just sit back, shoulders roll. Yeah, hang on to these. So stay down there. Take your weights just to your shoulders. So bend the arms. Don't quite make a cactus. Bring them down a little bit, and then sit up. Push to the ceiling, and come back down. Sit back on your heels. Do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can pick up your heavier weight or just hang on to the 2 weights that you've got. I'm just going to choose ones, just have the one for convenience. We're going to make some rainbows. This is the last thing we're going to do on our knees. So if your knees are getting a bit sore, what you can do, if your knees are getting a bit sore, just sort of sit down on your heels and do this. So you can just do the rainbow shape down there. Or, come with me. Do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, put those weights away. Or, put them down. Come down laying on your mat. Whichever side you like. Toes to the front corner of your mat. Your back lays along the edge of the mat. You can either be laying down on your arm, or you can be up on your elbow, whichever is more comfortable for you. And we're just going to lift and lower the leg. Point your toe down a little bit, kneecap points down toward the floor. Not too much, on a bit of an angle, not straight down. And just keep going with that, up and down. You want a bit more of a challenge, pop your other hand behind your head. It'll make it a bit more of a balanced challenge. Or you can just keep it in front, on your hip, wherever you like. 5, 4, 3. On the last one, hold it up. And little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Give it a whack if you need it. Alright, when you're ready, leg out long again. Lift it up to about hip height. Draw little circles on the wall. 5 more circles and change direction. 2, 1, change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Little tiny pulses just there. Yes, this is awful for me as well. Keep going, you can do it. I'm going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and put it down. Yep, that hurt a lot. If it hurts, you need it. Alright, last one here. Keep your leg out straight if you can. If you need a little bit more support to balance, just bend your bottom knee a little bit, because we're going to paint some rainbows with our toes now. Over in front of you, touch the floor, and behind. Who decided pulses were a good idea previously? Four, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Get that little whack there. Okay. Come back into your 4-point kneeling position. We'll do some bird dogs. Right hand, left leg. Just slide them out on the mat. Just low at the moment. Bring it back into your body. No lift yet. You can stay there if that's enough for you. Or start adding the lift. We're going to do 4 more and then we're going to pulse. 3, 2, 1, hold it out, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Sorry about that. Channeling my inner Chloe. Okay, and then we do all of that on the left hand side. So left hand, right foot. Sliding on the mat. Come with me with the lift. Four more and then we pulse for 10. I won't lie and say it's fine. It's actually 10. 2. Hold this one up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Okay, completely lost coordination then. Rock back, have a little stretch. And come onto your other side and we'll do the other leg. Bottom to the back of the mat, toes to the front corner, up on your elbow or laying down, whatever suits. Legs straight, lift and lower. Toe and kneecap pointed slightly to the floor. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Little lifts and lowers. Little pulses up high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Little rest. And go again. Little circles. 5 more this way, then change direction. Okay, and change. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the rainbows. Bend the bottom knee if you need the balance. Way we go. Front and back. Make a rainbow with your toe. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Have a little roll around there. Spread your knees out wide. All a bit more. Stretch out long on the mat. See if you can get as tall as Trev. Big deep breath. We're all done. Ready for your day. Have a great Wednesday. I'll see you on Friday evening for a stretch and a glass of wine if that floats your boat.